Most parents think that homesickness is all about their kid missing home. It's not. After 28 summers at camp, I'm gonna tell you what's actually going on. It's an 8-year-old who doesn't quite understand how the dining hall works yet. We're gonna talk about what's actually going on when you get that call home and he's crying on the other end, and what you can do about it. Here's what nobody tells you about 8-year-olds. Problem? Go get mom. That's their factory setting. Then they get to camp and mom's not there. They spent their whole lives where skinned knee, mom, hungry, mom, not sure what to do, mom. They get to camp and it's this magical land and they're uncertain and their number one problem solving is gone. It's like they're a first year at Hogwarts and they're not sure where the Great Hall is. The world's leading expert on this is this guy, Michael Thompson. He's a psychiatrist and he's the author of this book, Homesick and Happy. And what he tries to tell you in a lot of words is that that's great. It's normal. Homesickness is normal. It's a feature, not a bug. It's not a psychological disorder. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a kid who's having a hard time figuring out what to do in a new place. Let's go back to that 8-year-old who doesn't understand the dining hall yet. It's the first day of camp and there's a camper camp here and he's having a little bit of a hard time. He's 8, he doesn't want to go to dinner, and his counselor flags me over. He says, Jack, Joey, let's call him Joey, it doesn't feel so good. So we go over to the health center and we sit with him and we talk with him and he's not feeling so good. And I pull aside and I text his mom. Hey, Sammy, I'm sitting with Joey and here's what's going on. And she says, yeah, he's kind of worried about camp. He's anxious. He didn't eat lunch and he came up to camp and now he's not eating dinner. So anyway, we get him, we listen, we do all the things that you do at camp, which is really about listening, understanding, validating, and we reflect back to him what's going on. And you know, he gets excited and he gets into the program. It's not perfect for Joey all summer long, right? He has a good time, but he's 8. He has flare-ups, he has problems, and mostly he has a great time. But halfway through the summer for us, we have this thing called Big Weekend, and he's wearing a slightly different t-shirt color than some of the other kids that are supposed to be in this formation. And he has kind of a meltdown, pulls aside, he doesn't want to participate. And I sit with him and he says, you know, Jack, I don't want to do this. I say, okay. He sits out and he sees the rest of his team do formation. And he sits there and he realizes in that moment that he missed out on something. That choice changed everything. Skip ahead a few weeks. Joey, homesick at the first day of camp, uncertain about how the dining hall works, wearing the wrong color t-shirt at Big Weekend and gets upset, decides to sit out the last week of camp. Color war. We do something similar to formation during color war called song and cheer. And there Joey is, beaming, so excited, front and center with a special part in song and cheer, knowing that this is a place that he understands. This is a place that he calls home. That is one summer. That is the power of overcoming homesickness. Talk about how we get there. I think about homesickness like it's a graph. Imagine a 2x2 matrix. At the bottom, it's, I don't want to be at camp. I'm not interested in trying. And at the top is, I want to be there. Let me really try. And then on the left side, it says, I don't understand this place. And on the right, it says, I get it. This is my home. And so what we're trying to do is move kids on that graph up the I want to be here and toward I understand this place. What is easy to fall in the trap of is trying to manage all the kids' emotions and navigating all the different things. But the reality at the core of it is, can we help kids understand that they really want to be here and help them understand what this place is like so that they can be successful in this place? And as a parent, what you can do is start to understand with them what do they want to do about camp? How can we reflect back to them the stuff that they're really excited about to move them up the graph of, I want to be at camp. And so the reframe here isn't that we try to manage every emotion. It's that we try to help kids understand that being at camp is awesome, they want to be here, and then help them move toward, I get it here. And when they're in that top quadrant, that's when they're the most successful at camp. That's when homesickness fades away. Before we jump into a whole bunch of tips on what to do, I want to tell you something. Your kid's probably been homesick or will be homesick in the future. And that's okay. It's totally normal. It doesn't make you a bad parent. It doesn't make them a bad kid. It's just normal. They miss you. They don't understand the new place that they're in. This combination of, I'm not sure if I want to be there and I don't understand how it works, that's hard. And that is an awesome skill that they're going to overcome. But it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. It's normal. Homesickness is normal. And this summer is going to be awesome. It's worth it. All right. Let's get into some tips. Number one, don't make a pickup deal. I know it's tempting. You want to say, if you don't love it after 24 hours, I'll come pick you up. What that does is it locks them in the bottom of the chart. It says, I don't like it here and I'm not gonna move. Instead, say, you're gonna have a great summer. Let's talk about some of the things that you're really excited for. Don't throw away that they're having a hard time. Listen, but help them reframe that to the positive. This is what I'm excited about. These are the things that I want to have happen. These are the friends that I wanna make. The pickup deal locks them in at the bottom of the chart. Second, have this conversation before camp starts. I know you're excited about camp and you're probably gonna have a little bit of homesickness. That's okay. That's totally normal. Homesickness is this combination of you missing home, of course, you trying to figure out how to be excited about camp and you not understanding what's going on there. And what we wanna do is help you feel excited to be there and help you navigate to understand what's going on. When you start to feel homesick, if you do, it's totally normal. What are you gonna do? Go talk to your counselor, you're gonna go talk to your camp director. And what I want you to think about when you're starting to feel a little bit homesick is what is it that you don't understand? And can we start to ask for a little more help to understand that piece of camp? Hey, I don't know what to do in the dining hall. Normally I'd ask my mom, but I don't know how to ask. Don't tell your kid that their feelings are an emergency. A big part of camp is overcoming those feelings, and they're not an emergency. We're not gonna treat them like one, but we are gonna listen and we're gonna dig in. What we wanna do is try to thread the line between tough it up, you're gonna be fine, don't even worry about it, and helicopter snowplow parenting where it's like, I'm gonna fix everything for you, you don't have to worry about anything. None of us grow if things don't get a little bit hard. In our growth zone, it's where we feel safe, it's a little bit new, but it's not so scary that we retreat. That's what we're trying to aim for. That's what you're setting it's to have an experience that's gonna help them be a better version of themselves because they're gonna overcome something challenging. They're gonna overcome homesickness, which is a skill that they're gonna need when they go off to college or move into their new apartment. My friend Eric likes to say, everybody goes to camp. Some people just call it college. There's gonna be a day where your child is gonna leave the house, out into the unknown. Sleepaway camp is the perfect first step for them to understand what it's gonna be like when they go out someday. You're gonna help them be successful by overcoming homesickness, by understanding it better. Understanding that, yeah, it's a little bit of missing home, but really what it is not understanding how camp works yet and not being excited about going. And we can solve those two problems. They're very practical. This summer's gonna be amazing. You're awesome. I'll see you this summer.